with Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Time to go, night-night.
A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when
the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
He's scared.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Double up. He's coming.
They look to throw. It's Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. So, Charles, you talk about this offense. This week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, you know, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not really much of an advantage. You might be playing well, now it slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and teams definitely like it. The later, the better.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Check 50.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
54 Mike.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And the Seahawks are going to have a first and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
And oftentimes we think about statement drives in the second halves of games, especially in the fourth quarter. But here, it's happening early, a definite statement. They've held on to the ball for a healthy portion of this first quarter already. And now after that completion, they're set on first and goal.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Watch 54.
Check.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Shotgun snap to Lock. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's third and goal.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Strip the ball.
Clock going to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Hey, check Mike 40. Ready?
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he's got room. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And that's a pleasing run there by Travis Etienne. And every time I see him carry it, I think of the word mature. Why? 4 full seasons at Clemson, not something you normally get with a running back. Had almost 5,000 yards rushing, the school record, along with 70 rushing touchdowns. That's both the school record and ACC record. The second running back taken in the draft after Najee Harris from Alabama, number 25 overall. He's now wearing number 1 in the NFL after wearing number 9 at Clemson. He loves those single digits.
Second down and 5.
47. Man, I got you. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Stop your whining. Kill. Undercrush.
A give running right, Etienne. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I know you feel that.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
They'll run with Etienne.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
It's our field. Hey,
Look, squeeze.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
On the ready.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Pull it high. 5.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Seahawks are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
Mike 54.
keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Jam him, jam him, jam.
Watch twist.
From the gun, it's Locke. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Foyesade Amulican. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Right there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Chef. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Here's Locke. Flush to his right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. You better bring it.
Hands it off out of the gun. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert to the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Check hot route. Hot.
Shift.
Check 43.
Check four.
Slam.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
That's it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
That's going to be a long day.
Play action. Now it's locked.
I got you. I got you, son. I got you.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Ready, set.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Hey, Sue.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Being chased out left. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end.
Get it ready.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. On first and 10, it's ETN. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
X3, 218.
A handoff for ETN. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Hey, Echo.
Now they'll throw it with Lawrence. It'll buy some time right. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Arnold. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he is going to have a Jags first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw Lawrence.
That's what I do.
Throw left side complete. That's Arnold. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
60 outlaw.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
47.
Here's a give to ETN. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
60 or.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 3rd down, here's ETN. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll try to run with ETN, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Check 24, check 24.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. ETN once more. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
You draw forward.
Here's ETN. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 114 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Check, 47. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Protein spill. Hey, Haywood. Ready?
Now Lawrence on first down. Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
47 is the mic. There we go.
On second down, a run with ETN. And some room to maneuver. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, worthy adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball. Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 2nd and 8.
90 Wolf.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
ATM with it. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Lawrence. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Block now to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Agnew now to return. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight ends on the Lucy.
Another toe for Etienne. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
60 outlaw. Bravo.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Topper. 60 or.
Now Etienne. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Hey. 4 down.
Pilot, 64, weak.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Play action. It's Lawrence.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
General West.
They'll run. It's Etienne. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 34. 155 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
They're running it. Slip it.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed. It's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A give to Etienne running right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Sliding out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He'll run here with Etienne. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Let's get it.
And Folk's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Go. Go.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Shifts by him, and he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Locke now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Hey, watch that, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
From just shy of midfield. Block. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
To throw in his Lock. He's got his tight end fan. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Sponge! 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 No!
On first down, Lock.
Watch twins!
And this is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Silver!
Check 31! Check 31!
Hey, switch gears! Switch gears!
Now Lock. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch 54! Watch 54!
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Now Lock again.
Check!
That's taken in by Eskridge, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Single!
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lock. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Now Lock going to run a little touch pass here to his wideout. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some space here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 170 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. On first down, right back to Etienne. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they try the right side here. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And Folk's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. Got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Lock. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let it fly. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Aluakin. And the Jags are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Jaguars, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Seattle, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.